What's up, you guys? Justin Rivas here. Tonight, in our hotel room while we're traveling, I had to make a video because it's been a while since I made a video, but I'm talking about a little bit about this. The a5100 versus maybe the a6500 versus the a6000. Just talking about Sony options for vlogging cameras, which I thought could be interesting and fun. If you've been following along my journey, I switched from Panasonic to Sony recently, and it's been different than the Panasonic world. To recap, Sony's focusing crushes, can still shoot 4K. Rolling shutter's a bit of an issue. Panasonic is amazing at almost everything, but their focusing does need a little bit of work. So I've been shooting a lot more lately, though. Instead of maybe vlogging, videos. Like creating content for companies is some of the stuff that I do, especially in the social media world. And this a6500 mixed with the Sigma 18-35-1.8 and that new MC11 adapter is unbelievable. Now, I've heard that it's very, very noisy with the focus motor that's in it. And right now, I don't actually have a microphone on top of the camera. I'm just recording and I'm letting that focus motor go so we can talk about how noisy that is. And hopefully I don't have to throw away this entire video. But that's been an amazing, amazing combination. But actually for our Facebook Live show that we do, I've been looking to pick up a second camera to give us a second camera angle, get a video switcher. And part of me too wants to have something that was a little bit, I don't know, more compact and almost like vloggy-like for being able to do, you know, vlogs. Or recently I've been going to like some shows or football game coming up. And I don't necessarily want to always have the a6500 with me. One, having the selfie screen can actually be kind of handy, which is cool about this 5100. You're not going to get that on there. And there's been some times where I've had struggle to frame up the shots and be able to do that, and I'm kind of guessing with that. But also, this is even more compact than the 6500, which is already compact, but I want to be able to use some of my good lenses. But what I'm really excited for is being able to take this a5100, it's late, a5100, throw this 10 to 18 millimeter on it, and have these compact but super ultra wide angle shots. It's one of my favorite shots, is like at a big stadium. Check my Instagram at Justin Rivas. You can see I recently did one at a show with a purple sky and it looked pretty cool, but I want to be able to create more of those, or where I'm in the frame or different things like that. The other thing too is I have been thinking about, you know, a little bit more of a vlogging style camera where I'd be able to see myself. The thing you're going to trade is the microphone on here. The a5100 does not have any ability to add a microphone to it. There's no microphone input, whereas the a6000, while it doesn't have a microphone input, that hot shoe on the top, you can buy the Sony microphone, and it actually goes right in that hot shoe, and it pumps the audio right into it. But, excuse me, as far as talking about the a5100, it is very, very compact and small. The other thing I like about it is it's got this 16 to 50 millimeter lens, which is a step wider than what you're going to get on Canon. Canons are 18 to 55 typically, and Canon's crop factor is greater, meaning that that lens actually becomes, 18 times 1.6, somewhere around maybe like a 28 millimeter, whereas this 16 would be closer to a 24 millimeter. So you're just going to get a little bit of extra width, so when you're vlogging, more stuff is going to be able to fit in the shot. The other thing I like about the a5100 is it takes the exact same batteries as the a6500, this whole series, and so that was an aftermarket battery I had for the a6500 that I happen to know is fully charged. So I can put it in there and I can swap batteries. So now I have 4 batteries between 2 cameras. That's pretty cool. Other thing I happen to like about this lens is this is actually a power zoom lens, which can actually create for some cool B-roll shots where you can get those really smooth kind of push zoom shots or coming back out. And I think that's actually a really neat feature to be able to play around with for this particular lens if you're just vlogging with this lens. Again, I like that I can throw this 50 millimeter on it, 1.8, or this 10 to 18 millimeter, or even the Sigma with the adapter, I believe, should work with it. And so it's something I want to check out. It's the same 24 megapixel sensor in this, pretty much identical to a6000. The 6000, what you're losing though is you don't get the selfie screen because they put that hot shoe mount in there, so you can add attachments on the top, again the microphone. The other thing is this has no viewfinder for being able to stick your eye in there and be able to take photos. And so what I would say is, if you're at all considering being a little bit more serious on the photo side, I think the a6000 could make a little bit more sense. But if you're wanting to get more into like the vlogging game, I think this is a great option, especially for the price considering. The only thing I would say you're probably going to need to add if you're going outdoors at all is you can get these like little kind of windsock things you can put on top of the microphones. That's just going to help cut down on that wind noise. But otherwise, I'm excited to get into this. This does the high quality XAVC S, I think it is, where it's high data rates, 50 megabit per second, 1080p. It doesn't shoot 4K, but it shoots high quality 1080p. In fact, the exact same thing that I'm shooting right now with a6500. So I think that's pretty exciting. Anyway, I'm going to get into this a little bit more, dig into it, give you maybe a little bit more of an in-depth review. But for my initial kind of lookings and diggings on this, it's pretty cool. The big feature I wanted on one is a clean HDMI output for being able to do that, our Facebook Live show as a second camera, or if you want to push out to a higher quality recording or something like that, it seems like it should be able to do that. So a5100 should be neat. What else comes in the box? Some people care about that. USB charger. It's weird they don't come with an actual physical battery charger. Again, I bought an aftermarket RAV Power on Amazon Canada for, I think it was like $50 for 2 batteries and a double charger. That'll come in handy for me. So you've got the battery, you've got the plug-in, you've got the Sony strap. I'll never use that. And then you have a little USB cord. That's basically everything that comes in here. Again, pretty cool compact camera. a5100. 6000 if you're maybe a little bit more into photography. 6500 obviously is your 4K beast with the touchscreen and the in-body image stabilization. A6300, you just kind of drop that in-body image stabilization and the touchscreen, which is mediocre at best. Anyway, hopefully this video still worked with how noisy that motor is going to be. I'm Justin Rivas. Thanks for watching. I haven't died. If you guys are following along, I got a couple of tweets today. People like, where'd you go? We haven't seen a video in a couple of weeks. Just been busy with the business, building our Facebook Live show. We're traveling. We got nominated for an award for our Facebook Live show, a Western Canadian Award. We're finalists for. We're going to Calgary next week for that. Really exciting. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Any questions or comments, as always, let me know. Be happy if you hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching.